Good morning. Today's lesson in A Year of Living the Warrior's Way is day 8, is I am the problem and I am the possibility. What does that mean? In this video, I'll be explaining all about it, the what, the why, the lesson, and how to apply it to your life like I'm applying it to my life. So every single thing in my life, good, bad, indifferent, pile of shit, totally messed up, or amazing, is all down to me. Not down to any external circumstance. It's not down to any luck. It's not down to any bad luck. It's not down to blaming anyone else. It's not down to anything. It's not down to my upbringing, my parents, my school, blah, 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 all of these things. I have to take 100% responsibility for everything in my life. And it's only when I've done that that I can then move forward. Now, that's the what. The why is really important because the events that happen in my life produce a response in me. And that response leads to my outcome. So it's E plus R equals O. So an event happens. Let's say COVID, like it did. Everything shut down, everything was crap. I could have chosen to sit there and feel sorry for myself, blame the virus, blame the government, blame the fucking Chinese, blame the Americans, blame Trump, blame everyone, anyone, who cares? It's not me. But no, my response to that was, this is a situation, I need to do something, I need to pivot in some sort of a way, I need to create a great outcome out of this. I need to do something different. Because if I kept doing the same old shit that I always did, keep getting the same old shit outcome that I always got. So I changed things. That was a great thing for me. COVID was a blessing and a curse at the same time. Now, I actually caught COVID about 5 fucking weeks ago, but I didn't know it. There was still no testing, everything. I didn't bother. I had a terrible sore throat, then turned into sinitis, then it turned into coughing, and I've still got it. I'm still exhausted. In the evenings, I'm really tired. You wouldn't know it necessarily with this, but I feel aches and pains in my bones and my chest is really tight. And I've just investigated it, and it seems that I've just got some sort of long COVID situation going on. That was the event. My response to that was bury my head in the sand, say it's just a cold, it's just a flu, it's just a sore throat, do nothing about it. Took some antibiotics, they cleared it up a little bit, but clearly they weren't going to resolve it. So the outcome is I'm still getting shit, I still feel like shit, I still haven't moved on. That's just one example. I'm going to give you another example with my lady, with her particular business. She kept doing the same thing, kept doing the same thing. And in the past, she got results. But recently, with all this doom and gloom that's going on, we're all fucked. We're all going into inflation. We're all going to be poor. We're all going to be, in the shit. No one's buying anything. Everyone's sitting and no one's spending any money. So she allowed that to condition her brain. I had to get her to flip that into a different way. What can I do that's different that will produce a different outcome? So all she did is, instead of wasting money on adverts or whatever, or trying to do the same old stuff, she just did a slightly different twist and sponsored a listing on Facebook. Now, it didn't give immediate results, as in that second, but over the course of the last weekend, it did. She made 4 or 5 sales, whereas previously she'd been focusing on lack, negativity, doom, gloom, disaster, no one spending any money. Suddenly, people start spending money, because once she changed her thought pattern, she changed her vibration. Now, you can say it's all bollocks, but just try it. Go out, do a warrior challenge, focus on something, one thing. Let's say it's parking. You're always driving up to this particular town centre and there's never any parking and it's a nightmare. I've done this with my children. I drove up. It was Christmas Eve, busiest shopping day of the year. And they said, "What?" My wife at the time, "What's the point in going there? You won't get any parking. You'll get all frustrated. It'll be a nightmare." And I said to my children, right, we're going to use law of attraction. We're going to be grateful. We're going to be happy. We're going to drive up. We're going to drive straight in and boom, there will be a parking space. And they laughed at me and they said, no chance, no chance. She said, no chance, you're being stupid, it's ridiculous, this whole law of attraction thing. So I chucked the kids in the car. They were at an influential age, I think they're 8 and 10 at the time. Drove up to the traffic lights and I said, look, there's the parking spaces. Yeah, there's no spaces, there's queues, there's people everywhere. Don't worry, we will get them. Bear in mind, the entire parking area was all pay and display. We have to pay a ridiculous amount of money to get a slot. And there was only something like 10 free spaces. And I said, we're going to get one of those free spaces. They looked at me like I was like a lunatic. What do you mean? The busiest shopping day of the year? No chance. What do? Drive in, drive around the corner, coming around. Someone just pulls out of a free space and we drive straight in. Instantly. Just because I changed my vibration, I'd given thanks, I was grateful before it had happened in advance. Try it yourself. Pick one thing that you really, really want and try and move yourself towards that by taking action. I took action, I got in the car, I drove there with absolute certainty and absolute faith that I would get a parking space. Did the same with my partner. Absolute certainty, absolute faith that you will sell your products this weekend and you will be out of the shit. So that we've done the what, we've done the why. What's the lesson in this? Once you take full responsibility for your life, you empower yourself to make the right changes to your life. You empower yourself to say, okay, these past responses, pile of shit, got me shit. That response, yeah, that was okay, got me a decent enough outcome. Right, this response got me a fucking great outcome. So what can I do? Can I eliminate the shit ones? Can I look at the decent ones? Can I focus on the great ones? And can I make different choices that will give me a different outcome? Because that's what it's all about. It's our response to what happens. Okay, how do we apply this? We've done the what, the why, the lesson. Now, how do we apply it? Pick something, as I said, that you want. Focus on it. Look at the past responses you've made to a situation. Think how you can do that, how you can apply different responses to that, and how you can embrace and celebrate the outcome that you want before it's happened. Act as if it's already happened. I'm doing this at the moment. I've finished all my fact maps, done my future, my impossible, my foundational fact maps. If you don't know what those, go back and look at some previous videos. It's all in the description. I'll be sharing those because I'm not going to hide away from what I want and what I desire. But at the moment, I'm focusing on what is the one thing that is important to me that will drive all of the other impossible game goals to fruition. If I can focus on that one thing, point it out, just be laser focused on it right the way down. Nothing but that, nothing but that, nothing but that. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it till I get the outcome that I want. Then what else is next? What's next? Keep lining them up. So what, why, lesson and apply today, done, dealt with. Act as if you'll be fine. Hope this has been